So apparently they're doing a pitch a friend event where your friend can actually on stage present your single people to the audience. And
Yep.
so you were saying that maybe you were thinking about doing that for me, right?
Yeah, I would totally do a
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot.
PowerPoint presentation on why someone should date you.
Well, why do I have a feeling that after the presentation, I might just be single forever?
I don't know.
What would
Maybe.
be 1 or 2 bullets that would be on that PowerPoint? I'd love to hear this.
God. So I'll be nice.
No. You could say whatever comes to mind.
Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is that he's a little bit of a control freak. So you have to like someone who's a little bit anal and wants to have things in a particular way.
Right. Are you referencing anything specific?
Well, I mean, if we want to go into like, so here's the thing. So again, for those of you who haven't watched the show before we tape and we go into the studio, David always does, show notes, which I truly appreciate. And listed on those are a set of hot topics that we would discuss in the first segment. So one of the hot topics was, what's something you've learned about yourself since we started the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to flip that and say, what have you learned about your co-host
since
you started the podcast?
Oh, that is shady.
So what I've learned about David since we started the podcast, and you're free to like give it back to me after is that he's a very, very anal about every little thing going on in the studio, from your papers cannot be more than half an inch in depth to you can't have Stanley cups on the desk. You can't do this. You can't do that. Your shirts have to be perfectly pressed like they just came from the cleaners. And I'm more laid back.
Yeah. You're more of like the trailer. Right. I don't want to say anything additional with adjectives, but you're more of like wrinkled t-shirt, Stanley Cup.
I will admit.
Empty beer cans on the table.
I mean, I'll admit, I grew up in a trailer court. I am
Right.
trailer trash for sure. I'll be the first one to say that all day long.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far. You're not trailer trash.
So, I'm a little bit more laid back. I'm not as like high maintenance as David is.
Well, I think people can be high maintenance in different ways.
Okay.
Right. So that's what you learned about me, that I'm anal. That is such a weird word to use. I don't know why. I don't want to say much else, but that word is just ringing very differently to me.
Well, you very much like to be in control. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So,
well, here's the funny thing. So I feel like I've really taken a big step back.
Really?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So I was, really trying to like go with the flow, just relax, just let everything go naturally. But maybe the perception from you is a little different.
No.
All
No,
right.
I mean, and I love you to death, that. So this is just, he is a little bit of a control freak, just a little bit.
So if you were to do a bullet on the PowerPoint for Pitch a Friend, that would be one. Control freak.
Yeah. High maintenance.
It's
freak.
Funny because
and you're a little bit dramatic, as we found out in the boat episode.
I need that t-shirt you had. Like, I'm going to need to buy one of those.
You are a little bit dramatic.
Yes, that's true.
So I would add that as a bullet point in your deck.
Yeah. Anal and a control freak and a little bit dramatic. I do have to agree with you on 2 out of 3. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And it's funny because over the years, as I've gotten older, my controlling nature and whatever has really drastically decreased. So apparently it's still a work in progress. Okay. Well, anywho, so let me see. Something that I've learned about you since doing the podcast. I would say probably you do like to get pretty immediate responses to your messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But we're talking like instant response.
No, I'm not quite that
So
bad.
what's your SLA? Do you know what that? I mean,
I know what an SLA is.
What's your turn time for like messages?
I don't know. Within a couple of hours or so. Okay. I mean, don't ignore it for the entire day. Although I will admit, as I've gotten older, I've gotten worse with that. Like I'll see a text message and I can't respond to it right then and there because I'm in a meeting or something's going on.
Right.
And then I forget.
Oh, okay. Right.
So,
right. Well,
and that's gotten me in trouble a couple of times. With
right.
people.
Right. Well, it's funny. I was hanging out with my BFF, Mia, and she was trying to text somebody, but we were in the middle of like 1,000 things.
Yeah.
And her daughter was like, Mom, can't you wait just a minute to send that text? And she's like, if I don't send this now, I'll forget.
Yeah.
And so it does get to that point where you do.
I do.
But I do find myself sometimes wanting to pause to send out maybe a message back because I'm in the middle of something and I feel like I've been burned in the past by like trying to send a quick message and then it like gets misinterpreted and then it's like, wait. And then you're going back and forth. So sometimes I do like to take a little bit of time.
Yeah. And a lot of people like reach out to me via Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
And I don't have notifications turned on. So unless I'm actually in Facebook,
right,
I don't realize that someone has sent me a message.
Okay.
I'm actually get into
Facebook.
So
I should start texting you directly then.
Yeah, you should start texting me directly if you want an immediate response.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do have my Facebook message notification off, but I do have Messenger on.
I have it on.
I may turn it off.
I have it on. It's just that I don't see notifications. So because it was getting to the point where it was like going off all the time.
Right.
And if you wear a smartwatch and your smartwatch like vibrates every time you get a notification on your phone, it's distracting.
Oh my gosh, that's right. You have that smartwatch.
Yeah.
I give you a lot of credit, honestly, for wearing that because I don't think I know I couldn't.
Yeah.
It would just be too distracting.
Yeah, it is distracting. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. But it's cool because then you have your loops for your fitness and it gives you all this data.
And it tells you when you're stressed out, which mine is like always, you're stressed out.
You're stressed out all the time?
All the time. Because we all know I have anxiety. So
oh my gosh. Okay, right.
So and then it also like bitches you out, like, get up and walk, you fat ass.
Oh my God.
So and I don't like to, you and Jason were talking about, before the show talking about exercising. I'm like, I have no idea what you two are talking about because I hate exercise. So